How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So in honor of my best performing YouTube video, which was on, can you or can't you feel physical pain within a dream? To which the obvious answer to that is yes, you can. It might not be all that common, as I'll mention here in a little bit, talking about a few studies. It is certainly possible. But for this video, I wanted to come at it from a little bit of a different angle and try to see what the most common types of pain felt within dreams are, as per the comments on that video. And before getting ready to shoot this, I did like a really quick Google search. It was very fast, but trying to see if there was any other literature out there talking about what the most common types of pain felt within dream are. And I couldn't find anything. So this video might actually be a little bit unique on that front. So I'm getting into those studies. So they say in healthy people, about 1% of dreams involve some sort of physical pain. However, if you're dealing with some sort of chronic, wake in life pain in your life, then you could have pain in your dreams about 30% of the time. There was also another study done in 1993 where they got, healthy people, put them in a sleep lab, and then what they did is they put a blood pressure gauge, the cuff, onto their legs. Then when they hit RAM, they started pumping that pressure up, right, to increase the pain and discomfort. So in that study, which was out of the 42 trials that generated usable dream reports, 13 dreams actually came back with some sort of discomfort or pain that was registered within the dreaming state. All right, so now getting on to the most common types of pain felt within dreams as per the comments on my video. Bites came in at number 1, which was interesting to me because I didn't recall ever having that happen in my dreams. So I went through my dream journals really quick, and this is also why it's good to have a digital dream journal, because you can just like word search, pain, hurt, bites, stuff like that. And I couldn't find anything in there. Granted, I didn't go through all of my dreams because I have a whole shitload of them, stored up on my Evernote, but nonetheless, didn't notice that for me. Being stabbed came in at number 2. I also included things like getting fish hooked, because apparently that happened in multiple people's dreams that commented on my videos. So being stabbed or fish hooked came in at number 2. Burn came in at number 3. Being shot came in at number 4 as the most common. And then at the 5th most common was getting cut, which is by far the most common type of pain, like high level of pain that I feel within my dreams. After this, I might share another example of one of my dreams that involved me getting cut. That wasn't very fun. Being scratched. Now, I almost included scratched as like getting cut, but I separated it out. So like tied for the 6th most common type of pain was getting scratched, having a broken bone or a bone ache, and then cramping. Having like really feeling like a really bad cramp going on, or even like labor pains was brought up in one of the comments on that video. And then a bunch of one-offs. So we had some with like they got bit by a snake and then they felt like the venom spreading through their body, which doesn't sound very fun. Feeling extremely itchy, like so itchy that it hurt. This one person had their arms being pulled and stretched. So it was almost like they were getting pulled off, but it just kept pulling longer and stretching out more and more, which sounds quite uncomfortable. Some people mentioned about getting stung by something. And then one person said they get like murdered and or like beheaded in their dreams. And every time that happens to them, first of all, it hurts like hell. But then it starts to go in a loop. So like it doesn't end until like their REM cycle ends, which sounds, about as nightmarish as it can get, really. And then, so another example of one of my dreams where I felt physical pain. So I'm standing outside with a bunch of other dream characters and we're looking at this like really creepy looking building. And in this process, I end up getting lucid to the fact that I'm dreaming. And for some reason, when I am within dreams, although like in my waking life, I don't like watching scary movies and stuff like that too much. But in my dream life, I'm very down for shit like that. So I get lucid, and then instead of trying to leave, I'm like thinking, oh, I know we'll all be safe. Come on, guys, I'll take us in there. Let's go check out this creepy building. But to help out with that, I thought, it'd be good to have my dog with me so she can help, find the bad guys and zombies and monsters before they get us. So I make my dog appear. We go into the spooky building. My dog sniffs out all the bad guys and monsters before they get us, and that was that. So then as we're leaving, I have this feeling to look back behind me, and I look back and I see what I know in the dream to be a trick of like, I see this vision this visual of like my older son getting drugged back into the building by something invisible. So I wasn't actually angry, because sometimes when my kids get fucked with in dreams, it just really pisses me off and I go crazy. But I knew it to be a trick, but I thought, you know what? Kind of stupidly, I guess. I'll go back in there anyway. You know, they're trying to lure me in there. I'll go in there. So then at this point, all the other dream characters are just all of a sudden gone. My dog's no longer with me either. So I go back to enter the building, and then I'm in there. I don't see anything for a while. Eventually, I see a ghost, right? And then I see a ghost, and all of a sudden in my hand, I have this like sword, spear thing in my hand. I think, okay, perfect. I'll go fight this ghost. So I go fight off the ghost. It's very easy. A bunch more ghosts come. I'm not getting touched. It's almost like Kung Fu style. I'm just whooping everybody's ass, right? But then, for some reason, I wonder what it would be like if I let one of these ghosts catch me. So then I stop fighting back and I just stand there to try and take it. And then the ghost, like one of the ghosts comes up and starts cutting my hand, like the outside of my hand. I don't know why. It always seems like my hands get cut, because in the other video that I posted, you know, about the physical pain, was one where I caught this machete in my hand, which really hurt. So this didn't quite hurt that bad, but it starts cutting the outside of my hand, and it really shocks me, because I didn't expect it to actually hurt, right? So it's surprisingly painful, but not breaking down the dream yet, where sometimes if I feel high levels of pain, the dream will start to break down. So it's cutting my hand, and instead of, you know, pulling away or trying to fight back, I think, oh, what will happen if I just try to stay here and sit with it? So I stay there and sit with it, and then, you know, moments go by and it starts to, you know, the pain keeps increasing. I'm getting a little bit nervous about it. And then all of a sudden, like, the whole scene changes and I'm outside of the building, but now the building is like an arcade. And then I look back at it and I had this sense of like, oh, you know, it was all just a game.